True connection is born from authenticity, not necessity. Have you felt alone lately? Have you reached the limit of being a ghost in your relationships? The time has come for change. The truth is that the current relational context is worrying. Loneliness affects us more and more, and we can no longer allow more people to deceive us or suddenly disappear from our lives. Relationships on social media often lack genuineness. However, deep down, we all long for rich relationships, where mutual understanding is king. So, what can we do about it? Fortunately, there is a philosophy, Stoicism, that can help us. Stoicism, founded 2,000 years ago, contains timeless lessons for maintaining healthy and satisfying relationships with others. Are you ready to find out how? In this video, I'll reveal how Stoicism can be the key to fulfilling relationships. Go and discover concrete tools that come from this philosophy and that could literally revolutionize your relationships. Hold on tight, because what comes next could change your life. Before we continue, I invite you to leave your like and share the word gratitude in the comments so that you can develop a truly prosperous and successful 2024 in all areas of your life. As soon as I see I will be leaving your comment with a little heart, because I know you will achieve this and much more. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive knowledge from wise Stoics who have done well in life. Now back to the video. Stoicism will allow you to see the best in each person, accept what you cannot control, and fully enjoy the present time. Thanks to its principles, loneliness and superficial relationships could be a thing of the past. You will be able to create deep, lasting connections that will make you fully blossom. Let's start with the Stoic view. The Stoic view of humans is fundamentally good. Contrary to what one might think, Stoicism considers that human beings are basically good. However, sometimes we can be influenced by biases that obscure our nature. Therefore, the key is to approach each new encounter with kindness, seeing it as an opportunity for the other person to show their best version of themselves. Grow your ability to give the benefit of the doubt and welcome each person as if they have the potential to become a friend. You will see that this completely changes the dynamics of relationships and the other person's feelings towards you. Discover how to control your emotions and unlock your true potential with our booklet. History is a strength that will help you navigate through life's inherent challenges. Visit astoica.com.br or click on the link in the pinned comment to get it right now. Let's accept people with their strengths and weaknesses. Explore what it really means to accept each person with their strengths and weaknesses. This unconditional acceptance can open the door to your most vulnerable and empathetic side, creating authentic and meaningful relationships. Authentic relationships flourish when we see each encounter as an opportunity to create valuable bonds. As you focus on trust and communication, you will attract people who appreciate your beautiful qualities instead of people who are toxic or have bad intentions. Having faith in humanity and giving everyone the opportunity to reveal their best version is a path to healthier and more satisfying relationships. But wait, there's still more to discover. Listen carefully to what follows, as it will radically change the way you see others. According to the Stoics, human beings are fundamentally good. Despite human shortcomings, each individual carries within them a part of goodness. However, we often allow ourselves to be influenced by biases such as anger, fear, and ignorance. These biases cloud our judgment and can lead us to exaggerated or unpleasant reactions. But with a conscious effort, we can overcome this bias and see the best in everyone we meet. Are you ready to explore more? Trust in the fundamental goodness of the human being and welcome each new relationship as an opportunity full of promise. Don't let your prejudices stop you from appreciating the unique beauty in each person. Instead, embrace the other person with great benevolence and curiosity, willing to discover their special qualities. When limiting thoughts about others arise, remember that they are filters that distort your perception. Be forgiving and offer each person the opportunity to show themselves in their best light. By adopting this positive regard, you will attract wonderful people to you. Your optimism and empathy will encourage others to open up, trust, and create deep connections with you. I'm convinced that if you adopt this positive outlook, your social life will transform. You will attract your tribe to you, those who will recognize your beautiful being, and together you will elevate each other to your maximum potential. It's a new day, and you're ready to face the world with a renewed perspective. You have decided to see the best in everyone, and I trust you to spread that energy around you. Humanity needs more people like you, who deeply believe in the innate goodness of human beings. But here's where we come to a crucial point in building healthy relationships. Accepting what we can't control is essential. In fact, we don't have the power to control everything in our relationships. Others have their own free will, their aspirations and moods. We cannot bend them to our will, nor force them to react the way we want. Many people fight desperately to control their partner, create unrealistic expectations, and want to change the other person, or punish them when they don't meet their expectations. This focus only leads to conflicts, frustration, and toxic relationships. It's time to adopt a new approach aligned with Stoic wisdom, which teaches us to accept what is not in our control. Accepting what we cannot control allows us to cultivate inner serenity and loving acceptance of those around us. So, stop fighting to control what is not in your hands. Trust me, let it go and stop fighting to control what is not in your hands. You will gain in serenity and empathy. Visualize the positive impact this will have on your relationships. By accepting others as they are, you are willing to offer a space for freedom, a space that fosters the development of each individual. When you do this, the relationship is built on the foundation of the deep mutual respect we all deserve. I ask that you welcome each person in their uniqueness without trying to change them, but rather with a sincere curiosity to discover what makes them beautiful in their own way. Show compassion for their imperfections, remembering that no one is perfect, but everyone deserves to be loved as they are. By adopting this benevolent acceptance, your relationships will transform in ways you can't even imagine. Today is a new day, and you are ready to face the world with a renewed perspective. You have decided to see the best in everyone, and I trust you to spread that energy around you. Humanity needs more people like you, who deeply believe in the innate goodness of human beings. But here's where we come to a crucial point in building healthy relationships. Accepting what we can't control is essential. In fact, we don't have the power to control everything in our relationships. Others have their own free will, their aspirations and moods. We cannot bend them to our will, nor force them to react the way we want. Many people fight desperately to control their partner, create unrealistic expectations, and want to change the other person, or punish them when they don't meet their expectations. This focus only leads to conflicts, frustration, and toxic relationships. It's time to adopt a new approach aligned with Stoic wisdom, which teaches us to accept what is not in our control. By accepting what we cannot control in our relationships, we cultivate an inner serenity that allows us to handle life's ups and downs with more grace and compassion. This frees us from the prison of irrational expectations and allows us to fully enjoy the present, valuing every moment shared with those we love. So stop fighting the inevitable and start embracing reality as it is. By doing so, you will make room for more authentic, fulfilling, and fulfilling relationships. So dare to let go and trust in the wonder of life and relationships that await you. Now let's change focus. Let's address the illusion of love at first sight. We've all had that magical encounter, haven't we? That look that tells you that this person is destined for you. That passion that devours you. Butterflies in your stomach and the certainty of having found your soulmate. But let me say that love at first sight is most often an illusion based on irrational attraction and the projection of our mutual fantasies. Let's discover together the mysteries behind these emotions. The Stoics warn us that temporary falling in love is not enough to build a satisfying long-term relationship. So, forget about those love at first sight fantasies. Instead, allow me to reveal how to build true love that will withstand life's challenges. Let's explore Stoic love, a perspective based on reason rather than passion, that is founded on mutual respect and a deep understanding of others. It has nothing to do with the irrational falling in love that seems like a lightning strike. For the Stoics, true love only comes with time. Cultivate patiently, learning to know others in all their complexity, accepting their strengths and weaknesses, sharing the challenges together to strengthen our complicity. I ask that you put aside the illusions of love at first sight and in their place, build solid relationships based on knowledge and mutual respect. Develop your ability to see beyond appearances and strive to know others deeply. Welcome them in all their humanity and have honest conversations about their values, aspirations, and fears. This is how genuine intimacy is forged, much more precious than the ephemeral passion of love at first sight. Be constant in your kindness and empathy. Give the relationship time so authentic love can blossom. You will see that this love will be much more lasting and satisfying than the illusion of love at first sight. Today, sow the seeds of Stoic love, getting to know others with curiosity and sensitivity, favoring deep relationships over ephemeral ones. I believe in you. You have the strength to rise above romantic illusions and build a true love, made of complicity, tenderness, and reason. Cultivating this Stoic love will be your anchor and your haven of peace, harvesting beautiful relationships that will last a lifetime. I sincerely hope that these reflections on love at first sight and Stoic love have been helpful to you, and that you take them with you on your own relationship journeys. Now let's move on to another essential aspect of healthy relationships: Stoic communication. Listen carefully to the following because it will transform the way you communicate with others. Let's start with listening. Do you know how to really listen? I mean, listening to be completely present and receptive to what the other person expresses. Stoics consider active listening to be a cardinal virtue. From now on, commit to becoming an exceptional listener. When someone trusts you, accept their words with kindness. Don't interrupt. Don't judge. Focus fully on what you are saying and demonstrate that you understand. Validate their feelings and perspectives, even if you don't agree. Ask questions to better understand how the person feels and validate their experience. Instead of trying to be right or convince them, train your sensitivity to sharpen your ability to put yourself in the other person's shoes, forming indestructible bonds of trust. When it's your turn to speak, Stoics recommend doing so with moderation and intentionality. Choose your words carefully, expressing them authentically but without accusations or aggression. Be factual and objective. Describe your feelings and needs rather than attacking or blaming. This will increase your chances of being heard and understood, even in the event of conflict. Stay calm and friendly, avoiding emotional reactions that can only make things worse. Instead, clarify misunderstandings with diplomacy and welcome constructive criticism. This will disarm and help you find common ground. It's up to you to do so. Integrate these Stoic precepts into your communication and become a master of empathetic listening. When you do this, you will see how it calms and deepens your relationships. Believe me, you have everything you need to achieve it. You have all the resources within you to positively transform your interactions. In fact, without knowing yourself, as Socrates said, know yourself. The Stoics make introspection a central pillar of their philosophy. So, starting today, I encourage you to engage in real work of self-reflection and turn it into a habit. See how you explore your inner world, understanding what motivates you and what scares you, what makes you react. Every evening, take stock of your day. Ask yourself what bothered you, why certain words affected you. Explore your emotions honestly. This is how you will come to know yourself deeply and cultivate a full awareness of your thoughts and actions in the present moment. Observe your automatisms and tendencies in relationships, especially when your ego takes control. This lucidity will allow you to interact better with others. Stoics also practice the art of adopting different perspectives, trying to put themselves in their loved one's shoes and imagining their feelings and motivations. Your empathy will be multiplied tenfold. Come on, I'm counting on you. Make introspection a daily habit. Taking time to understand yourself better is the secret to maintaining satisfying relationships. You are capable. I have confidence in you. Look at yourself with kindness and curiosity. Explore your inner world, and you will show more compassion and wisdom in your relationships. Cultivating the Stoic art of self-reflection will allow you to see your limiting patterns in relationships and transcend them. You will become a more aware and loving friend, companion, and human being. Start today. Make a commitment to improve. I know you. I know you can do this. Let's go together. Self-reflection is the key to healthy and satisfying relationships. Listen, we're reaching a crucial point. Building resilient relationships that weather the storms of life. Hold on tight because what comes next is essential. Life is made up of trials, and we face inevitable challenges such as illness, grief, and betrayal. In these difficult times, our relationships are put to the test, and many break under the weight of tribulations. But there is another path taught by the Stoics, which consists of cultivating resilient relationships, strong enough to face the storms and emerge stronger from them. How do we get there? First, anchor your relationships in respect and deep esteem. Learn to see the divine in everyone and welcome the humanity of those around you. So, forgive mistakes and misunderstandings, as we are all fallible. After all, showing leniency does not mean allowing people to mistreat you. Instead, you cultivate the resilience of your bonds. Finally, find comfort in Stoic philosophy. Meditate on the impermanence of things and destiny. Embrace trials as opportunities to grow together. The serenity you will find will be contagious. Now, I'm counting on you to build resilient relationships that can gloriously weather life's storms. You are capable of this. Invest in these Stoic pillars: respect, healthy communication, forgiveness, and wisdom. Your bonds will strengthen, and you will be ready to face any challenge. Cultivate deep relationships, and you will support each other through trials. That's the magic of resilient relationships. Let's build solid connections that can withstand any test. I believe in you. You can do it. Life will be sweeter with what it has in store for you. Now, let's cover how to apply these techniques in everyday life. These Stoic precepts are beautiful, but how can we apply them concretely? That's what we're going to see now through inspiring cases and practices. Listen carefully. Let's take, for example, Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Despite the political conspiracies and the plague that ravaged Rome, he always treated his enemies with leniency. His mercy inspires awe and teaches us to show compassion in all circumstances. Another example is Cato, who decided to remain calm even when Nero unjustly sentenced him to death. Your Stoic acceptance of fate inspires us to embrace challenges with gratitude. He also reflected on friendship and the importance of human connections. These practical cases show us how to apply Stoic principles in everyday life. When you are hurt, step back, and as Marcus Aurelius did, respond with kindness rather than anger. This is the key to calming tensions and paving the way for forgiveness. If pain or failure hits you, show resilience, like Cato, who calmly welcomed his adversities as opportunities to learn and grow. Relationships inspired by friendship, such as that between Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, are based on respect beyond differences. If you follow their example, you will form deep, meaningful bonds. Take inspiration from these Stoic figures to enrich your relationships. You can also live the spirit of Stoicism in your daily life by cultivating kindness, resilience, and respect in your relationships. You will become a Stoic pillar for your loved ones and reap magnificent bonds. Apply these lessons to your life. We are about to conclude. So, let's recap together the keys to a fulfilled relational life according to the Stoics. Firstly, Stoicism invites us to see the best in every person, despite human flaws. Approach others with kindness and allow them to reveal their most beautiful qualities. Second, accept what you can't control in your relationships. Stop trying to mold others into your desire and welcome their freedom. You will gain in serenity and empathy. Third, live fully in the present moment with your loved ones. Don't get lost in reflections on the past or the future. Savor every shared moment. Fourth, prioritize deep relationships over ephemeral passions. Build on mutual respect and knowledge of each other by sharing values. Fifth, communicate tactfully and kindly, especially in difficult times. Express yourself intentionally and listen empathetically to diffuse conflict. Happiness is in your hands. So, dare to build deep, benevolent, and free relationships. You have the power to change the course of your life. I sincerely hope this message has been helpful. I want to sincerely congratulate you on making it this far and completing the video. This means you want to improve as a person. If you liked the video, leave your comment. If you don't know what to comment, comment gratitude. That way I'll know that you watched until the end. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, What are you waiting for? Sign up now and join us. Stoicism is full of teachings like this that are applicable to our everyday lives. Therefore, I encourage you to continue learning about this philosophy. Here are 2 videos full of Stoic wisdom so you can continue learning.